Welcome to How to Level Up with Shaman. I think I've actually done a similar one to this before, but this is actually much more optimized and kind of much better. Um, so yeah, like you can start with the Trog or the schooling. It's very useful. Um, One of the things I think is kind of important to realize is that the Rock Guild synergy with schooling is really, really good. This card basically lets you win pretty much like if you can get something decent out by about 10, like if you can get this out on the board, I'll say on turn 4 with the coin, and there's like 4 minions on board, you're very likely to be able to win. Pretty straightforward. Um, and then the key cards are really the cavern is very important, as well as of course this, because once you can do this and get one bloodlust off, normally that's enough to get very, very close to winning. Or you know, if you've got a lot of death rattles there, then you're going to be able to get a lot of stuff as well. Even if you just do a death rattle, even if you just like get them very close to winning, and you just put that on your minions as well, it means that unless they can win that turn as well, like you've got a good chance of just doing the remaining small pieces of damage there. But yeah, a lot of stuff with death rattle. This obviously you've got to keep in mind it has an overload. Scorch Trolls is just a great card. The 1/3 stat line is always been in Hearthstone like an important stat line. It synergizes best, I guess, with this. And obviously it synergizes very well with Rock Guild as well. That could also be another way to increase the damage. This is pretty useful as well. Yeah, every card here is actually like against Druid, for instance. It's like it's almost I think it's close to impossible to lose to Druid, just because they never have enough. They have to do their wild growths and their nourishes, and it just is like way too slow. Yeah, most decks it's really just a case of just being fast enough to win. But I think in like terms of the opening hand, like sometimes this is like the play you want early on, because there's not really much that will be able to clear this card. Especially they've got nothing on board. I mean, it's close to nothing really that is going to do much to that. If they've got nothing on board, then, and obviously, like, yeah, it's kind of like you always have to keep in mind some of the text stuff. But this is about as good as a text you can get for like a minion. Death Rattle is given, so it doesn't matter how they're given to it. It's just going to increase it. So obviously you get 4 out of it if you put it on, put that on there as well. So that's a way to increase the board size. I do find this card is also really good to play a lot. It just is like a sticky minion, and obviously the freezing effect. Not that many. I mean, only really Mage can freeze apart from Shaman, so it's very, very useful. Yeah, really good cards, really good death rattle cards. Good control of the board. Always got to be careful with the Trog not to have too many of them on board. You do generally want, well, I don't know, even to be honest, like you often end up with a lot of these on board as well, the 1/1s. So, but yeah, and then just do a bloodlust, and if essentially you need to drain your whole hand, and then this is often a good thing to for refill. So yeah, that'll do. So thanks for watching.